Thank you so much for coming into the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with hashtag Are You Locked In? Also, y'all know him as Chip. How you doing, love?
Pretty good, pretty good. Can't complain.
Yes. Are you ready to get into these 20 questions?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, the first question that I have for you here is what made you want to start YouTube?
Uh, let me put the truth out there. So
Yeah.
when I first came to YouTube itself, I came over here because one of my close friends' little brother had he was unalive, and there was
Oh,
a person on
no.
YouTube saying that he was the one responsible for it. So I really came to see if it was so, per se. One thing about us and the way we grew up, we really hold, everybody was like family. So to hear somebody bragging on something of that caliber, uh, I came actually under a old crazy name. It might have been Tadal Harvey, something crazy. Uh, but then what happened is, uh, so some big YouTubers, they grew up in my area as well. The China Brims, they actually, like, I know their fathers, their mother. We pretty much, and they just let me know like, yo, this is did you to Hollywood? You got to have tough skin, so on and so forth. Don't believe the stuff. They're trolling. So as a while, I was just a mod in their chats, and I was like, I'm sitting here, and then people kept, all my family members, so on and so forth. I was like, tell your story, tell your story, tell your story, tell your story. So it was like, all right, after a while, I started a page, and then the growth part was, thanks to Ralph, thanks to some other uh, bigger YouTubers, they kind of got me on a real good start, and then it just took off from there.
That is so crazy. That's an interesting story. I really wasn't expecting to hear your way of coming onto YouTube be like of that. That is so crazy. So the person that you ended up like, so pretty much you came up on here to see about the guy that was bragging about all of that. So you ended up finding him, right? You said?
Yeah, wound up finding them. And again, with these trolls and with individuals that's on YouTube, this is a platform. You have tons and tons of people that are being something that they're really not. And
Yeah.
uh, you know, when you're married, when you got grandkids, like I got grandkids, so for me to sit down and crash out over a lie, it didn't it wasn't adding up, you know. And of course, you know, wound up talking to them to listen. I was just, get my views up, blah 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 blah. We talked it out and so on and so forth. But it was, again, and that's for all the younger generation. Like, some of the times you just never know what you're saying on these platforms and who it's affecting and who really will kind
Yeah.
of take this to heart and look the other way. I should say.
Hmm. Yeah, that's true. Like social media as a whole has such a big impact on people's lives, like kids and all. We already know how that is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's true. We do have to watch how we like talk to people, how like the type of energy that we put out there. Because I don't ever want to have to put out like negative energy to make anybody feel some type of way, because you don't know what people are going through. Some people are kind of like on their like last, straw with anything. You know what I'm saying? That even has that's so crazy. It kind of reminds me of when I was driving earlier today. I was going over to my auntie's house, and I was on a road that was merging into just be one road. And for some reason, every time I get up on that road, I always have a problem with somebody that's like right next to me trying to either like speed up or just be weird about it, trying to get into like some type of issue with me as far as them getting in front of me or whatever. And me, when I know that I'm supposed to be in front of you, because you know who's supposed to be in front of you, who's supposed to be behind by how far like up you are and stuff like that. And this person was literally trying to get in front of me. And I'm like, you're not getting in front of me. It turned into a whole issue. But in the moment, for some reason, something came to my mind. It was just like, just let it go. It just made me think like, oh, this person probably on their last straw. Let me let you go before you start like waving a gun at the car. And it's so crazy because I thought about that. I'm turning this into a whole story, child. I thought about that because when I got locked up back in February, one of the girls that I spoke to told me that she was in jail because of she was in road rage and she got locked up because she was waving her gun at the other person and that's why she got locked. I was like, dang, child, that's crazy. Okay. Hey, you guys. Thank y'all so much for being here in the live. I appreciate y'all for coming in. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with hashtag Are You Locked In? Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is when was it after you started YouTube that you realized that you wanted to help people grow their channels?
Mm, you want the truth, or you want me to just
I
just give
want
you
the truth. I want the truth.
to be 1,000% honest, right? It wasn't until this hashtag Are You Locked In came about that I decided, you know what, let me go a different route because all my other channels, all my other platforms that's monetized, I don't do this type of content. I don't do the teach you how to grow. So now, prior to me teaching people how to get monetized and so on and so forth, I literally put people on. Like I will grab them in my nonprofit. I coach them to being counselors, so on and so forth. Uh, Individuals from my past that are now coming home. Now they are in position to make themselves some legal money without resorting back to what we used to do. If that makes sense. So,
Mhm.
uh, and again, with a nonprofit, you have to show. You got to kind of show where this grant money going to. So I was like, hey, no better thing than to assist the kids, talk to them, and I see the influence. It's crazy that even when you just look at the Are You Locked In crew, like behind the scenes, there was people like, oh my God, I heard that if you hashtag Are You Locked In, only the person that created it gets the credit. Like I was hearing a whole bunch of, so it was really to prove a lot of that wrong, a lot of the inconsistent back talking stuff that was going on. I wanted to prove it wrong. I wanted to prove that if you stayed together and you legitimately cared about your team, every single one of y'all can get monetized. The individuals
Mhm.
that followed the play, that followed the behind the scene talks that we was having, the crystals, the Queen Alchemies, Hustle Man. Look, if y'all are not subscribed to Hustle Man, please do because he don't take a lot of credit for what he's actually doing. Like he orchestrated a lot of this. Even though y'all see me like front and center, behind the scenes, he's orchestrating even to the point where like the numbers in your chat, like whatever they doing over there, it is by far I've unreal. Like and when I'm assisting someone, like I'll give you a good example, right? So elevated, right? If it wasn't for elevated, I really probably would have never met y'all. I met elevated in another content creators chat. We clicked, so on and so forth, and then I was introduced to Queen Al, everybody else per se, right? So now some things went on with elevated. Now watch how from scratch how we gonna blow his channel up. Like, and I want everybody to see this, and we putting it on notice that some of the times people take social media too serious, right? when you stop having fun on social media, then you really should give up, because it's not, you don't find enjoyment. You can
Yeah.
make money, you can have fun here, but like, I know Elevator, like, he really want to win, and we're gonna sit down and do what we need to do to push him there. So, uh, again, shout out to Hustle Man. By far is, I ain't gonna say a puppet master, but is phenomenal at maneuvering things to help your channel get inside the algorithm, and then everything else is on you. Once you're in the algorithm, is, how to stay there. But
I feel
I
that.
don't want to be no content creator. You know how, you I think when you're a content creator, especially when you're teaching people how to grow, you are heavily scrutinized. So I ain't want that. I ain't want to be no coach of all coach. Listen, go, absolutely not. What I do though, I do want to legitimately see everybody win. I want to see everybody get a check, and
Hmm.
whether it be a social media check or just a check in addition to what you're currently making, that's a plus. If I can help you make an extra $300 a week, chances are 99.9% of y'all can change your zip code per se. Uh, that's what I'm good at. I'm good at recruiting. I'm good at
I feel
finances.
that.
Um, I
Okay.
am 100% licensed across the board. So I have my life and health insurance license. I have my securities license, the 6, the 26, and the 63. Uh, I do investments. I teach investments. Uh, if we want to go that route, we can go that route. But as of right now, it's just really having fun, man. I'm having fun.
Hmm.
Learning the family members, and what they like and what they don't like, so on and so forth. It's it's, we had a ball last night. Everybody that was on in those lives last night, we was in Trisha's closet live. Just really, it was fun.
Yeah, I know. I feel like if you take the fun out of being up on YouTube, it really kind of, I won't say it gets pointless because we all, majority of us, I know for sure for me, I definitely came on here because not only did I want to be a content creator, but I wanted to be able to make money off of this. But I'm having so much fun, like being able to actually get up on here and see how it is. Because from the outside looking in, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? But when you're actually on the inside, you meet so many people and we have such a good time. Like we always be cutting it up. Y'all know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how we do. We like keep it lively and it's amazing. So I would never want the fun to stop on YouTube because it's like it's I was literally talking about that in a video that I did yesterday. Like you should be able to have fun doing what you love. You know what I'm saying? It makes it easier when you love something that you do. So yeah, I agree. And thank you, Loyan, for complimenting my blue. I appreciate you, love. Yeah. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is at one point on your channel, and this is the Chiplo channel, you was doing word of the day content. What made you want to go that route?
Okay, so uh, it, even that channel it started out in the dirty sector of YouTube. I was constantly back and forth with the Hassan Campbells, with the zip with the drips, 10 toes down. I mean, some of the bigger YouTubers, we done. I don't want to say shot at. We done went back and forth, per se. Uh, and again, it makes you sharp, because a lot of times, though, think of this as the WWE. It's like wrestling. Behind the scenes, they're on the phone talking to each other like, yeah, listen, this week I'm gonna cuss you out, so on and so forth. And listen, they're doing this and the fans don't know. But some of the fans, like I said, they take it serious. So if they
Yeah, I
really
believe
love,
that.
Jay, they gonna go all the way out to the point where they're crashing out over a play, over something that is, nowhere near real. Like none of us is popping out and we're not pulling up on each other. A lot of us don't even live in the same state. We're not doing that. I mean, it's the truth. So I got tired of well, I was challenging myself, I should say. So I know for a fact that I could get a channel monetized through cursing people out, through through controversy. I know I could, get channels monetized that way. I wanted to really show the intellectual side to see if, because they always say positive content don't give views. It's the truth. If you have a movie, right, and the movie is 100% positive, no action, people gonna fall asleep. It's not gonna get as many views as an action film. So I
Yeah,
want to kind of see how I can use what I was taught to help people, change their mindset and grow that way. Uh, it worked. And, as you can see, I only did a few positive words of the day, but again, it it's almost like it's like changing your clothes. It's like you got to try different things to get your sweet spot in the algorithm. Uh,
that's true.
you know, interviewing, I'm gonna tell you right now, interviewing by far gets you the most views. It gets you the most consistency. It gets you, even though you're showcasing someone else, is bringing a lot of light to your page. So those who are not interviewing, shame on you. Interview some people. Do some collabs. The algorithm loves collaborations. They love to see people working together for a common cause. And shout out to the chat, man. Y'all on fire, man. I really
They
appreciate
really
y'all.
are. Thank you
Listen,
so much, Lorian, for that super sticker. I appreciate you. And to everyone in the chat, I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with hashtag Are You Locked In? Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So the next question that I have for you here is, would you rather have your reputation damaged to never be repaired again? Or would you rather only be able to gain weight for the rest of your life?
oh, I'd rather only be able to gain weight for the rest of my life. My name, like before social media, your last name was everything. It represented who you are. So my, and I don't want, like, I don't want to sound, uh, well, kind of toot my own horn, but my name held a lot of weight in the five boroughs. So nah, I really, I think your entire life, your upbringing, your family, they tell you that they preach like, yo, your last name is, you need to make sure that if people look at you or when they hear your name, it's on a respectable type level.
Yeah.
Especially when you have
Mhm.
island parents, uh, you know, respect and your name goes a long way. So yeah, I'll just gain weight. I'll do my best to try to lose it here and there, but give me the weight. Don't rag my name.
Yeah, that's true. Coach said, talk that stuff, Chip. Your name rings bells. And it sure
And
does.
it's crazy. I swear, like if you was to Google Chip Low or Google the Low Lives or Google Ralphie's Kids, you will see like, I mean, anybody just Google, you'll see like we really put on from the early '80s up until recent. I mean, there's been some. Let me see a good word to say. There've been some. outstanding movies that was that mimicked our lifestyle.
Mm,
I can name you several rappers that mimicked what we was doing verbatim, who rapped about what we was actually living. Matter of fact, a lot of them got their clothing from us for the rap video.
yeah.
And I mean, if you heard names like Dapper Dan, so on and so forth, ask any. There's no way someone could tell me that they're from New York and they haven't heard of the Low Lives. It's impossible.
So I feel that. Okay. It's crazy because out here in Atlanta, a lot of producers are always looking for new artists, and they don't even have to be artists. If you look like a rapper, they would want you to become a rapper, and they would literally just have a ghostwriter write for you and stuff like that. I actually know a couple of people that have been in that type of situation. Not they actually did it, but they've been asked that. Even my husband, he has been asked that like back in the day. They asked him if he wanted to be a rapper. Like sometimes they just want you to have that look, they want you to come with like the energy of the culture and they just like put everything on you. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the music and stuff like that, like they'll give you everything. So because they can't come up with that on their own. They need to be able to, have someone on the inside to be able to do it because our culture is our culture and no one can really do our culture like us. You know?
I swear, my next one of my next lives coming up, I'm gonna do probably like maybe a throwback Thursday where I just show uh some like when I say I was around the elite of elites, uh some of the names that you'll see in the pictures with me, whether I was in affairs, where I was home, uh the jewelry we wore, the places we was at, like by far, people write stories about the individuals I was around. They are replicable, I should say, to name to put it that way. Now, I will say this: I'm nowhere near in the streets no more. I'm not, getting to the bag that way. I am 1,000% a civilian. I am, I am saved, sanctified, if you want us to call it that. I'm far from that lifestyle. But again, your name and your reputation kind of, that's why you write books so that you can tell your story and it'll be around for forever.
I feel that. Okay. Well, speaking of books, my next question that I have for you is based off of your book that you have. You have a book on Amazon right now, and it's called Surviving the City Inside the City. What made you want to go the route of writing your book, and why did you pick that topic?
Okay, so um for those that don't know, I had several individuals who grew up with me who we was comrades. They lost their lives, and I seen other people telling their stories. I seen I seen what happens if, Lord forbid, you leave here unexpectedly. What the outcome could be, and I didn't want that. Then I turned around and I had a major heart attack. So that kind of made me it pushed the sense of urgency. Like, man, I don't have a whole lot of time to keep playing around. Let me put something to pad. Then I wound up losing my mother, and that was the
Um,
sword that broke the camel back because
yeah,
it was like, hey, let me throw this dedication, so on and so forth, and really because of her, I was able to maneuver city to city the way I was because of, who she was and who my father was. We yeah, the names again. If you said those names, in that era, you you was show favor. You was
Mhm.
definitely taken care of. So yeah, it's like I said, it's not the let me let me say it this way. When you come from a background of heartache and pain, when you are from the hood, from the ghetto, from the bottom, right?
Mhm.
Sometimes your local heroes are going to be whoever you see get into the bag.
Yeah.
So no matter what nobody else say, no matter how strict your parents are, the ones who's getting to the bag would kind of outweigh and outshadow what your parents is telling you. And for the longest time, I was on that path. I didn't. I never wanted to be the child in school where we had holes in our sneakers. So I made sure my sisters went to school fly as could be. I went to school, you know, and again, I'm gonna show these pictures. Like I'm probably 8, 9, 10 years old, and I have herringbones on my neck wearing on the school. I was heavy on the jewelry in first, second, third, fourth grade. This was uh, the lifestyle that I particularly was mimicking that was shown to me. Uh, and again, we luckily flashiness can get the closest people to you hurt. So
Mhm.
per se, my spirit and so on and so forth, they really couldn't affect me. But when you start going after my sisters or you know put a hit out on my brother, the things that I need. Oh, let me make sure I say this to the young kids. So while we was growing up, right, I never knew there was an individual in my building that their father was in the witness protection program. So
Mhm.
they moved them in the building. Their kids played with us, so on and so forth. So of course, if I'm getting to the bag and they struggling, we would assist them per se, make sure that they, lights turned on, da da da, so on and so forth. And one thing about witness protection, right? When the feds got you, they got you. So it's you and the kids. They forced them kids to tell on us. My brother did 10 years fed time because of that.
Oh wow.
So it's like, and again, I'm trying to stash salute. I'm trying to make sure that the young individuals know that everything that you see on a glorious aspect, the jewelry, the cars, the fashion, so on and so forth, all that is putting a radar on you to the feds. And now you got to explain this money, the apartments that y'all have, the clothes and the jewelry. You got to explain that.
Mhm.
Taxes. How you doing all this? You ain't pay taxes. And that's how they get a lot of individual on tax evasion and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I definitely feel that. That is really crazy. Okay. Hey, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with Are You Locked In? Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, the next question that I have for you here is: would you rather drive a car on the highway that you didn't know didn't have brakes? Or would you rather eat food at a restaurant that had a horrible roach problem?
Or I'd rather drive no brakes. I can't deal with bugs. All that is a wrap. I'll take my chances weaving in and out of traffic with bad brakes.
Child.
Then I don't know. I just can't deal with bugs. That's that's treacherous. You got- oh man, that's nasty work. Yeah, you I don't know if that's overconfident. I just believe that I stand a fair chance on the road driving with no brakes than roach slipping down nah, that's not gonna work.
I don't blame you at all because, child, okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, if someone that was new to YouTube asked you what they should do after posting their very first video on YouTube, what would you say to them?
Be one of the first people to comment on your video.
Really?
Yes. Here's why. And this is gonna sound crazy. 99.9% of people who have a YouTube channel, they have a backup page. So if you post from your main page, go to your backup page and be the first one to rewatch your entire video you just posted.
That is crazy that you said that because I actually do that.
I'm gonna tell you why. All the algorithm know is numbers. All they're seeing is,
Mhm.
dang, this person had the one or two or three of them account, watched the video all the way through, liked and commented. We're gonna push this out to some more people to see if they like it just as well.
Oh, thank you, Stash. That's
Stash.
crazy. I didn't think anyone else knew that. I do that. I've been doing that for every single one of my videos.
Yeah, it, see,
Well,
the
I don't
YouTubers,
comment, but I do watch the entire thing and I like, but I don't comment on my
the
video.
YouTubers will say, uh, pin a comment and do a call to action. That's YouTube. That's YouTube talk. I'm telling you, be the first one to watch your video, like it. And if 99.9% of my videos, especially on this channel, I'm the first to comment and then engage on your comments. So whoever else
Mhm.
commented right after you, hey, great show, da da da. I learned so much. Whatever the case may be, whatever they say, start a dialogue. So if you could get 3 or 4, maybe 5 comments more out of that person who commented, super duper. I do it all the time.
Yeah. I feel that. And that's true. To have the engagement in your comments is gonna push it out there. So yeah. That's so crazy. I literally treat it as like a little game that I do when I post my video. I try to be the first one to go and watch it. And like usually I'm not. And it's so crazy. It literally is like a game to me that I play like on my own. Cause I never actually said that because usually most people don't have more than 2 pages, like 2 channels on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, since I started YouTube, I always go to my nail page and I watch my video all the way through. Like I am going to always support myself heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm pushing my channel. So I'm always gonna watch it all the way through for my other channel, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna watch it all the way through on my channel as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you also count as a view. You know what I'm
Think
saying?
about it. If it's your business, right? If you this is your business, can you imagine you making food all day long in your business and you don't taste your own food?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
That's like
listen,
that's so you know what I'm saying, child, please. Hmm. That is, yeah. I'm glad that you said that because, yeah, I never really thought to say that because I knew it was good for me. I just kind of feel like everyone had their little way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody, like I said, has a second YouTube channel. So I wouldn't want to just be like, you should like da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'll be saying everything else, but for some reason, I don't know. I just never really said that because I don't want someone to think that they have to take it in their responsibility to go. Is that 123 people in here? What? What is going on right now? Y'all better like the live. Y'all better like the live. Period.
it's that like
Yeah.
respectfully appreciate
Okay.
y'all. All of this people, we love y'all. Thank you so much. Uh,
Yeah. Period.
that
Thanks,
that's
y'all.
another
I
thing.
appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let y'all know right up front, right? The reason why I don't send y'all to my other channels, like I do my best not to share that content out to y'all, right? Because a lot of trolls is going to come. They are bush people. They gonna sit. They gonna watch. What they're doing is they want to see failure. They want to see, oh, how many J got in her chat? Okay, she talking all this YouTube stuff. She only got 1,200. Man, bye. But you here watching. Thank you. Appreciate you. I love the trolls. I love for them to come on over, sit, but please, touch the like button. Make it look respectful a little bit. Um, Now, anybody that's in the chat, right? If you in the chat right now, it's 120 something people in here. I'm going to push respectfully, unless the content creator tell me, listen, stop promoting yourself. I would have added. I am any name that's spellable that I can find, like Marie Unscripted. When I type her name in, it's gonna go straight to her channel. I'm gonna
Mhm.
go watch a short, and come back to or click watch later, and go back and watch and comment and so on and so forth. I do that all the time. 90% of the people in the chat, I met you from commenting on the chat.
Yeah, that's true. That's how it was for me too. When I first got up on YouTube, I was really big on, first off, commenting back, because I'm so happy that you're commenting on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Especially on my first video. And I would always go over and support you since you came over and support me. You know what I'm saying? And I will always check out who's in your comments, and I would like comment, and I would like literally, like, if you say something and I agree with it, I'm gonna comment on your thing and we gonna chat and I'm gonna go over and see what's going on. Like, I was jumping to everybody's stuff. And that's how I quickly like grew my community. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so excited that I was able to get up on YouTube and do it the way that I did it, instead of feeling like shy and in a shell. Because I feel like a lot of people, when they got up on YouTube, they was more so shy and in a shell. They just hoped that people would come over to them, and it didn't like splare out. But I feel like once you get onto YouTube and you catch the rhythm of it and you kind of get what's going on, you're gonna be able to do that a bit more. But you have to just be someone like me. First off, I'm from Atlanta. I feel like a lot of people from Atlanta are the type of people, like, if you're walking up the street, people are gonna say, "Oh, hey, you look so pretty," and stuff like that. Like me, I'm that type of person. You know what I'm saying? Like, if someone walked by me, I'm gonna say, "Hey," like, if I can see the energy on you and I can stop and talk to you, I will. But some people aren't like that. Some people will literally go from point A to point B, regardless if they walk in, and not say anything to anybody. And those type of people usually are also the type of people to not go onto anybody else's channel. They just expect you to come over, and then eventually they like may come over, depending on how many times you've been over. You know what I'm saying? And I just want people to be able to know that you have to communicate and you have to be able to work together with strangers, because we're all strangers. I didn't know anybody here when I got up on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so happy that I was able to meet so many people, because we've all became like family, and it's amazing.
This is gonna sound so crazy, and Lord forgive me, but if you think about it, right, the
Mhm.
the individual who stands on a busy intersection holding a sign that says "I'm hungry, feed me," right? They don't care how many people say no. If you just think about the 500 people that said yes and gave them $1 or whatever, they good. The individuals when you go to you ever went to the club or whatsoever, those that still out there partying, and you come out and it's a flyer on your car window. That's promoting. You have to promote yourself, your business. The only way you're gonna grow, you have to promote yourself. No matter
Mhm.
if nobody else is doing it, you be the one to promote yourself. As I don't want to say be the loudest in the chat, but the loudest people's in the chat, the ones that's commenting the most, I'll be honest with you, their numbers grow the fastest. And chances are you find them in every single chat that you go in.
Mhm.
Think, what's
That's
that show that used
crazy.
to come on back in the day called Cheers? Everybody knew Norm. Norm come in the door. Norm. Everybody knows Norm. Why? No, Norm was that guy. He came in. To hell with everybody else on the show. Norm, when he demanded attention when he walked in the bar.
Yeah.
So you got to demand attention for your channel, whatever it is, whatever your niche is, and demand attention for your channel. Why? You got something to point and say. There are people that are tuning in and are looking for you. I promise
Mhm.
you, there are people that are searching for Jay.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah, and I'm gonna have that like light beaming down that says "Kiss Squad." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm not shy. I'm not shy, and I've never really been a type of person to be shy. I have a really big personality, and I want to be able to explore so many things. And that's what I love about YouTube. I feel like since I've been up on here, I've been able to kind of like unlock certain like characters within me. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know people that know me. Y'all know I'm Goofy Child. So it's exciting being able to just like try these different things that seem to work and seem to click. And I know for sure by staying on this platform, I'm going to be able to do even more. And, and I feel like everybody should be able to learn different parts of themselves. You need to be able to peel back different personalities, like different traits that you have. You don't even know that you have it because you don't even try it. Try it and see. It may work and it may be amazing. You don't know what it can do until you try. You know what I'm saying? What's up, King? King, what's
Absolutely,
going on?
man. You're looking at the people. It's 68 likes. Listen, see, and I'm gonna tell you, as a content creator, that's where that's where the energy come from. That's where the passion. That's where I'm like, okay, it's go time. When you see the audience and you're a content creator, it's like, okay, it's go time. Let me, I ain't gonna say be animated, but that is your time where you be like, you know what? This interview's all right, but we got 120 something people in the building. 68 of them liked it. That's a 50% ratio. This video right here, this personal video, is gonna get you how many watch time hours? See, as a content creator, you need to know kind of what numbers for what length of time get you your watch time. How many in the chat for 30 minutes gets you the full 30 minutes of watch time? Learn those things. Take your time. Like
Yeah.
do everybody a favor and learn your craft. Like it's like applying for a job. If you apply for you know, NASA, you want to make sure that you're equipped to handle, some of the space launching and whatever the case may be. You 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 are all. I swear, who I can't wait. I can't wait to see Stash and Elevated touch 1K.
I can't wait for that either.
I
I
can't wait
honestly
to
can't.
touch 1K. Like I'm. It's certain individuals, certain family members, like you just really root for. I root for Trisha. Because
Mm-hmm.
those individuals really, really, really deserve the win. So it's like,
Mm-hmm. Hey,
yeah,
Shelly.
what's holding them back? What's uh what's making them discouraged? When you turn on a live and you see six people and you up there for an hour, that can start to be discouraging. But I'm gonna let
Mm-hmm.
you know, right? I started out with only one, maybe two in the chat. Promise you. When y'all started on this page with me, this positive page, the positive chip to help you grow, blah blah blah. The I started with no subs and maybe three in the chat because a lot of people were still on the fence about are you locked in. I got to be real with you. There was a lot of people. I'm locked in or I'm locked out. I'm locked over here. I'm whatever. I just kept pushing. If you want your business to grow, Go get you some new people. You see what I did? I
Mhm.
went and got some new people. And I brung the new people to y'all chats. And then, the game starts. It's like, okay, bring them to the chat, bring them to the chat, bring them to the chat, bring them to the chat. Now they see how hard I'm pushing for Jay. They see how hard I'm pushing for Queen Alchemy. They see how hard I'm pushing for Coach Me, right? Guess what they say? You know what? Let's hook our wagon over there. Let's show our face in his chat so he can shout us out. See what you're doing, Jay, right now, you got 120 something in the building, 68 likes. You're creating a microwave atmosphere. When people leave this atmosphere, if I was doing a live after this, I would be shouting, hey, listen, I'm going live 8 o'clock, so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. Go to such and such live and not say spam, and like they live up with purple hearts, or like they live up with the lock, whatever the case may be. Do yourself and really get creative. Do a raid. I learned it from a content creator called Tuba Chat. Set raids. The the Vikings, what they do is when they go to conquer a land, whether it was England, whether it was France, whatever it is, they did raids. They sent out search parties, took treasures, so on and so forth, and then came back and took over the land. Go,
Mhm.
go do some raids. Y'all, listen. Let me make sure I say this real quick. The Are You Locked In uh varsity jacket, right? Uh I was sitting there thinking and thinking, and it came to me that, well, someone came to my ear and said, everybody is not in a place where it's jacket weather. So for the people like in California, so on and so forth, so just do Are You Locked In jerseys. This way, whether it's cold, whether it's hot, whatever the case may be, they can wear something over top of the jersey, but they have a jersey, just All You Locked In jersey, and they get that when they get monetized. I have no problem going that route. If y'all want, the jersey, so on and so forth, when you get monetized, if you're monetized and you came through the ranks with us, you will get a jersey. So you, Queen, Coke, y'all will get jerseys. And this is anybody on the team. If you're hashtagging All You Locked In and you are committed, if you graduate from All You Locked In Academy, you will get a jersey. If you do 10 new people in your chat, or 10 new people and 10 watch time hours in 7 days, you qualify for one of these shirts. All expenses paid, that's yours. Listen, y'all, have fun with it. This is the things that I'm
Mhm.
doing is things that I did in the financial arena to grow my team. It was you set challenges, you set goals, you have I used to have color coded shirts. White meant you was a regular builder. Uh, Yellow meant like you're like a power builder. You know, we had a red shirt, you on fire. I had different color coded shirts for different monuments. So if you did 20 uh new people and 20,000 in premium, I got you so on and so forth. You might get a plaque, you might get whatever, whatever the case may be, whatever it took. Or I put chips on the table. Uh, so for those who don't know, I have timeshares. I would use my timeshares to send you and your husband somewhere, or so on and so. If you're a power builder team, why? I want everybody to be power builders. The more you do, the better the team. Do y'all get me? Like, th- I'm telling y'all this because y'all have awesome people that are really connected with you, right?
Mhm.
People stay with you if they fear loss. So if they
That's
feel
true.
if I leave Jay, my number's gonna look like trash. So guess what? Because I'm with Jay, she helping me grow. I'ma stick around. That's where your channel members gonna come. That's where your in your mind. I'm gonna just everybody in the chat, every content creator, write down your top 5 chat people, your top 5 family members in your business. Who
Yeah.
your top 5 is, and do something for them. Do
I better be
whatever.
a part of that top five.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
and again,
I
only
better be
you
a part of that top five.
you
Okay.
know because you know who comment on your videos. You know who they're in your lives. The content creator know, and it shows you in YouTube Studio who is your
Yeah, it
top.
does.
So your top 5, do something. Send them a gift card, whatever. I really appreciate you, and watch what happens the week after that occurs. These little t-shirts that I'm into, right? Selling the t-shirts. Now, when people got to win, when they feel I'm winning a t-shirt, look what you're asking them to do. 10 new people. That's 10 subs and 10 watch time hours. That means they got to do some form of a video. They're helping themselves, but they're helping you also.
Hmm.
Because out of the 10 new people they got, 4 of them people gonna come in your chat.
Yeah, that's
And then
true.
we're gonna do a live showcasing the shirt you gave.
Okay.
It's all about growth, y'all. It's about having fun and growing. I'm gonna put some time. I really appreciate y'all. Uh, but yeah, we 20 questions with Jay is an awesome concept, right? It gives you full control of how the range you want your chat to go, your business to go at, right? So if you interview the heavy hitters, the content creators that bring the traffic per se, some of this 122 is gonna stick around.
Hmm.
Who I don't know. Some of the 69 likes, they're gonna stick around. So now the next time you go live, next time whenever you're interviewing somebody, they should be able to bring something to the table. Like you can't. I'm just a firm believer. If I come to dinner, if I'm invited to dinner, I gotta bring something. I'm not coming empty handed. Uh, even though you might say, "Nah, it's okay. This one is on me," because in the back of my mind, if me and Jay have a falling out, I never want her to have over her head that I put him on. Absolutely not. And
Yeah, I
it's not.
feel that.
So I'm telling you, I do this with any and everybody. Like if I'm coming to your platform, I am gonna promote the video and promote that live more than I would promote my own live. 'Cause I'm telling you that fear of you think he on that I'm the one got him. Absolutely not. I can't. That right there is my biggest fear. Is someone taking credit for making you?
Oh, let me tell you something. Nobody can ever take credit for making me or my channel because I stand 10 toes down on my shit. Kid Squad in the building. I made sure everybody done seen how I do for myself. Ain't nobody can ever tell me that they grew my channel. I grew my channel. And that's on facts. Okay. I'm over here laughing because the chat got me cracking up talking about Jay only asked 2 questions.
Oh,
Yeah, they are so funny. I can't with
ask
y'all.
away. They said, can they ask a question? Ask away. Like whatever y'all. I'm here. I'm at y'all disposal for this interview.
Yes. Please like the live, y'all. I appreciate y'all for being here. Please show some love and double tap the screen for me, okay? So the next question that I have for you here is, would you rather only be able to only buy used toothbrushes for the rest of your life? Or would you only be able to eat with your feet?
But I only would I wait on would I rather only be able to buy toothbrushes for myself.
No. Would you rather only be able to buy used toothbrushes for yourself? Or would you rather only be able to eat with your feet for the rest of your life?
See that feet game is that, but I ain't using no used toothbrush either. Oh, eat with my feet. I think I do the eat with my feet because at least it's mine. Using a used toothbrush, man. Someone, nah, uh, I can't do it.
You're gonna be real flexible. You're gonna be able to do a lot. You probably be able to paint with your feet and all of that. I know you're not talking to me. That is so funny. Okay. My next question for you here is, what are you most proud of so far that you've done on YouTube and why?
Uh, Most proud of on YouTube. Mm, you know what? I'll say this. Helping some of the people in that other sector of YouTube uh get to content versus controversy. I'm proud of that. I can honestly sit down and look back now and I see some of the heavy hitter content creators are actually getting to content right now, per se, versus arguing back and forth all the time. Yeah, so
Elevator is so annoying.
use toothbrush.
Okay. The next question that I have for you here is, what is something that you don't like that you've seen other YouTubers do on YouTube?
Uh, give uh poor advice. Like I can't stand when I see a YouTuber tell somebody just again, like I said, there was individuals who were saying, "Well, only the person who created All You Locked In is ever going to grow or ever going to make money. They're the only one that All You Locked In is it's like a pyramid scheme. I mean, they was talking. I ain't locked in. I'm locked out. They was talking greasy. So
Yeah.
that and again that for me I'm a very competitive person. So I again back with the name. If I put my name to something and I'm doing something per se, and someone is defaming the name, I do my best to kind of correct that because I can't I don't like um unnecessary hate. If you gonna hate the All You Locked In movie, hate us because it was something that we physically did to you. Like we harmed your channel. We got you, in a crazy position. Pause. I think. Yeah.
Yeah. You said, I think. Yeah, no, that's real. I definitely agree because I honestly feel like everyone that is a part of Are You Locked In has really just been helping to promote people and show up for people. Whenever anybody gets on live, we all on there tackling it, having a good time and vibing and stuff like that. So I definitely believe that Are You Locked In is an amazing thing that started and is still an amazing thing today. Okay. The next question that I have for you here is, what got you into wanting to collect Marvel DC action figures?
That's been and again, that's in the book. You'll see that anytime my father came and got me, he always brought me comic books and action figures. So he taught me the value of, you know, what these comic books and action figures will be worth in years to come. And I was naive enough to believe it, to believe that, you know, just like people collect baseball cards or football cards or whatever the case may be, uh, seeing the value, for those that know, Stan Lee passed away. Stan Lee created
Mm-hmm.
Marvel, and he also took over the writing for DC. He created Metropolis. He created Gotham City for Batman. So, being that he's no longer writing per se, his especially some of his earlier comics are worth a fortune. And I
Yeah,
can
they
say,
are.
I can say I got a pretty decent stash, of comics and action figures and so on and so forth. I'll show one of them videos on here, probably on my other channel that I have. I did a full tour of all my action figures and so on and so forth. Dang, I'm looking at you're looking at the people. Jeez.
You are so funny. The face said child in my J voice. Yeah. It's so funny when I like read people's comments and I'm able to actually like hear their voice in my head as I read their comment, because we get so familiar with one another. Like we all get so familiar with one another to the point that it's just easy to hear your voice when we read your comments, or when we think of something and we like say something, we like get it. It's crazy. We don't be around each other, but we be around each other. Like, I love it. I love it. I don't really see why there should ever be an issue with somebody else, because I feel like the way that we vibe with each other. Oh, look at my twin. Child, please. I know you did not put that in the message. I stand on everything that I said, but I still mess with someone. You're annoying. You're so annoying. That is hilarious, though. I ain't gonna hold you, but thank you, though, twin. I appreciate you.
That wasn't
But
against nobody that's in the chat. The person who said some of these things, if they hear in the chat, they haven't been commenting. It's it's I'll even say it, it's a young lady who was kind of, I mean, extremely critical. Like, yo, are you like, it was by far, if your channel ain't working, your channel ain't working because you were not working. It don't have nothing to do with are you locked in. Period. If you hashtag are you locked in and think that that's gonna get you monetized, it does not. And that's what the person was under the conception, that they hashtag are you locked in, and that automatically meant that they was gonna win. Um, Unfortunately, that's not how the program works. And hopefully, I wish that person the best. But again, I'm gonna keep running the numbers up. Like again, I'm competitive. I'm gonna keep running the numbers up until either A, they formally apologize. Like I want them to get on live and formally apologize. Until then, I'm gonna just keep spank. I'm gonna personally keep spanking their channel. Why? Because you came for us for no reason. You telling, or you sending messages out, yes, all you locked in, all them over there, they just sub for I mean, it was the vicious cycle of thoughts that they was putting out into the algorithm. If you hashtag all you locked in, you'll get demonetized. The algorithm won't push your video.
well, I'm not demonetized, so And I'm gonna always hashtag are you locked in? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you have to put in the work in order to grow your channel. You can't ever think that anything that you do is gonna just automatically like butterflies and all of that stuff to happen, because it's not. You know what I'm saying? I know for sure. I could definitely speak for myself, and I can definitely tell from certain people that really are doing a big one. A whole bunch of us and Are You Locked In are really doing our big one. You know what I'm saying? I have not subbed to sub from anyone since I realized in the very beginning, and I'm talking about probably the first, like, I think it was probably 6 or 7 days when I made a video talking about that. When I made a video talking about how my stuff was going down, and then I realized that it was because of the whole sub for sub thing. And I literally like researched it. All of that is in my videos from the early days. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about like it was either like my sixth, seventh, or eighth video into posting for the very first time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, nah. None of that even makes sense to me. The Are You Locked In is more so for people to be able to know, like, thank you, King, know like who we are and be able to want to come in and, do what they do, support and all of that. I like being able to jump on all of our lives, all of us, because we all lit. You know what I'm saying? So there's no one that I have that I be watching and I be vibing with that I feel like is a sub for sub. Because if that's the case, that's like me saying that Damo is a sub for sub, and he definitely wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I met Damo through somebody else that I didn't even know because of a whole situation that I thought was so funny. But no, I don't have anyone that I like get up on live with and I vibe with that is a sub for sub. I literally support, and I support happily, and I do it willingly. You know what I'm saying? Like I really do, because I do know what you offer. Even if it was that your videos wasn't all of that, if I can get on your live and I have a good time, I'm gonna support you. Like point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really care too much to like unsubscribe to anybody, to be honest. Like I don't care if someone unsubscribes to me, because if you unsubscribe to me, I won't even know, because that same day I'm gonna probably get like 5 subscribers, and who knows that you're gone? I don't know that you're gone unless you were somebody that used to comment on my page a lot and out of nowhere you stop. I don't have a single video on my page that don't have no comments, so it wouldn't really bother me at all. You know what I'm saying? Nobody not posting on your page or getting on your page is going to stop you from growing. The only person that can stop you from growing is you, and that's because you're not posting. Like King Explicit says, keep posting and keep doing you. And like I always say, do what you need to do to make things happen, because it's 2025 and it's our year. Like point blank, period. Nobody can get in your way but you. It's you versus you. So if you have a problem with you need to check you. You can't check anyone else. But that's just for real. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is, would you rather get $1 million, but you have to burn down your house and everything that you own for the insurance claim? Or would you rather get whatever superpower you want, but whenever you use it, you use a day of your life? You lose a day of your life.
Oh, let me see. Get $1 million, but I gotta burn down my house to get the insurance claim. I'm gonna lose everything. Uh, I think I'm gonna take the insurance claim. I think
Mhm.
I don't know. I'm just a firm believer in, if I got it, I know how to go get it. So, like, when you're the type of person that things was never given to you, you always went and got it. You give me $1 million, I will throw it in an investment that averages, at least 10% interest, and that's gonna pay me 100,000 a year for
Mhm.
breathing.
Thank you, coach.
So yeah, give me the $1 million, and I'll just rebuild everything I lost.
Okay. I don't blame you though. Sure. I feel like a lot of people would do that regardless. I feel like some people even be going and crashing their cars and saying that something happened to their car to get that money. Just give me the money. Yeah, Trisha. Trisha know what's that. Just give me the money. Or is it just give me my money? Yeah. Just give me my money. Yeah. Yeah, child. Or I would be like Fee, and I'm be like, yeah, I'm where the money resides. She is so funny. When I interview Fee, every single thing that has to do with money, she's like, yeah, I'm where the money resides. Even to questions that I was like, girl, I know you're not about to take this. She took that. I was like, dang, she where the money resides. Okay. She ain't playing when she say that. She's serious. Okay. The next question that I have for you here is, if you had to share your channel with another content creator that you know amongst us, who would you choose and why?
I had to share my channel with another. The whole squad. To personally for me, like I'm a firm believer. I don't let too many people in my circle. So the whole squad. If I'm in your chat, if I super chatted you, so on and so forth, then I really rock with the whole squad. So uh, I trust any one of them to do the right thing with the channel per se. Uh, I don't know. That's just again go back to your name and then what you stand for and so forth, so forth. So if they got especially if they got a shirt or want a shirt or what, yeah, I trust you enough to for you to be able to run the channel if I wasn't there or whatever the case may be. So
I feel that. And that's what's up. I love that you like have that way about you where you feel I feel like I can trust certain people when it comes to my videos though. Honey, I can only trust a few because I feel like only a few people will do it the way that I would want it to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you ain't about to get up on there and just do anything. Be walking around like my auntie would do. My auntie would walk around with the camera like this all day and probably be showing the floor majority of the time. You're not about to be doing that and thinking that you're putting up on that my channel talking about that's content hex. Nah. It will be deleted. I don't care. I'm not even playing. Yeah, no. I will take my password back. Thank you very much. Your content is not contenting. Okay. I'm serious. Yeah, you need to be able to be leveling up every day, being a content creator, especially for how long that we've been up on here. If you're going to be posting your content, I think that you should challenge yourself to try to be the best that you can be so you can get the results that you want to be able to get. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I feel. Because every day as a content creator, I'm growing and I'm trying something new. So if you're not doing the same, then I don't know what you're doing. So the next question I have for you here is, if you was given a chance to claim a product that's already in the stores and you became CEO and received the money for it, but that item can only be a household item, what would you choose and why?
toilet tissue.
That's crazy. I thought the same thing too. That is
Toilet tissue.
crazy. I thought the
Why?
same thing
Because
too.
hopefully everybody using toilet tissue. Hopefully it's something that it's a necessity.
That is so insane. I literally thought about the same thing too. Because I went and I had got some toilet paper today, and that's what made me think about that question. That's insane. That's okay. Period. Yeah. All right. So the next question that I have for you here is, can you tell us a little bit more about your website and why you decided to make it?
Okay, so again, the website is not only just mine. It's a group of us. I have. If y'all ever came to any of my other shows, it's normally like 4 or 5 of us on the panel. Uh, I got all of us kind of put the businesses together. All of us are on the LLC. All of us are on the nonprofit. So per se, it's you can't really see this tag that's on like the tag that that's actually one of my hand tags. Uh,
Oh, really?
but it says history on threads. So because we were so heavily involved in the history of the fashion world per se, uh, all of our clothing that we make is there's history in it. So I'm trying to think if I got anything real close. Um, like this Ralphie Kids hat. So on the Ralphie Kids hat itself, it has one of the train stations that is our local train station. It has the American flag. It has Polo Life, and it has our block that we grew up on, St. John's in Utica. So it's history in all of those places I just named. There's different things and different events that we could relate to. I got some apparel on the website that is it says C74 on it. C74 is one of the adolescent facilities that was known on Rikers Island. Uh, we kind of did it to commemorate all the individuals who we lost because of Rikers Island, if that makes sense. Uh, and again, it's other clothing that's on the website. There is you can find some Ralph Lauren stuff. You can find some Fendi. You can find some other designers, but we per se like I own now me. I only wear my own apparel. Uh, it is very rare if you catch me in something that I didn't particularly make or have made. It is very, very rare. Even down to these all you locked in shirts, like, I'm a firm believer in standing for your brand. Like it doesn't make sense if you own Nike for you to come in to work wearing all Adidas.
I feel that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now I'm from
Okay.
Brooklyn, coach.
Do you still live in New York now?
I'm in Baltimore now. So and
Oh,
again,
okay.
the long stories behind the transition from New York to Baltimore and all that's it's in the book. It's definitely in
Yeah.
the book. Uh you're uh you can say Best Style. Best I lived in Best Style for a period of time, but uh
Oh, Coach
I'm more
know
so
where like her areas are, child. You can't play with her when it comes to up north.
yeah. I'm from Crown Heights. I'm from St. John's and Utica Ave, Lincoln and Troy over there with the gully shower posse, so on and so forth. And again, like they can look it up. Let me say this. So in the book, I drop one of the ways that a young child was able to make money back in that day. So everybody, if you ever heard of PAL or the Big Apple games, they were like rec centers. Well, if you played basketball for PAL, they took you state to state. Well, you're playing against other precincts and their PAL systems and so on and so forth. They use the children to funnel things from state to state to state to state to state because police activity buses wasn't going to get searched. Period.
Mm-mm.
And it's in the book. It's I drop a lot of alleged details that kind of just tells a story. But
Okay. That book sounds like it's really, really interesting though. But I'm glad that you was able to literally write a book and especially it being about you. I feel like everyone should be able to do something like that to leave behind because who better to tell the story than you? You know how you was feeling, you know exactly what happened, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that would be amazing because if somebody else wrote the book for you and it was supposed to be about you, and you read it, you'll probably be like, man, what the heck is this stuff? This is like my a book about me from your perspective. And you thinking about somebody else's like book from their perspective, that sounds insane. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Is your relationship with Oprah in the book?
No, not in volume one. Maybe volume three. Uh,
He
like
was with
I'm
Oprah.
currently,
Pearl is so annoying.
as you talking, like I'm doing my best to kind of jot things down for volume two to get it out. It's been a long time coming. So just to let everybody know, the 3 book trilogy is really just to open the door for the whole team. So I mentioned certain team members in the book so that they could pick up from that day and tell a story. Uh, like I said, it's a bunch of us.
So it's
A
gonna be
lot.
like a series in a way.
It's gonna be probably if I was to name a series that's out, it's definitely gonna be bigger than what the BMF series was
Mm.
because they got after it uh per se, but from what we did personally, uh as far as hip hop is concerned, as far as fashion is concerned, by far there's no one can uh uh hold a kid. We without tooting my horn, we were the flyest team on the planet. Period. In the story is no the reason
Mm.
why a lot of people wear things from head to toe now is because of displays that we put on back then. Uh, as far as like, let's say if you wore Adidas back in the day, you would wear the Adidas shirt, a Puma hat, some Nike pants, whatever the case may be. You didn't really wear Adidas from head to toe, or you wore Kango. They didn't wear uh, any brand from head to toe. When we when we was monopolizing the fashion world, that was one of the
What
things
the
we
fuck was
prided ourselves
that?
on was not to mix match brands.
Did y'all hear that? I don't know. Something fell. Child. I'm gonna check it later because I ain't got time. I know that's probably something my husband probably hung up and hung it the wrong way because the way that sounded, that almost scared me. I was like, what? But because I know my husband, I'm like, child, oh my God. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is if every time you thought about food, you lost $20, how many times a day would you get money deducted from you?
Not often, because well, if every time I thought about food, I say probably maybe I'll probably lose $60. Because I think the typical 3 meals a day, like
22 times per day.
every time those increments come, it's like yo, I need to get something to eat, or dad, what I'm going to eat, so on and so forth. So, uh, because of uh, coach I
Thank you,
don't
Solomon.
eat a lot of recklessness.
Child, Coach is gonna have all of us. Coach has said, I don't know if it was in the live or if it was in the video, but she was saying before, she was like, when you do certain things and you know you're not supposed to do it, you're gonna hear my voice in your head. I be remembering that. I be like, oh my gosh. Cause sometimes when I do wake up and like recently now, when I wake up, I want to be able to do my jump ropes. I like took that as something that would be really good for me to continue to do because it really is a good workout and I feel like it's quick on top of that. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not going to work out at all, I'm definitely going to get my jump ups in. And when I wake up in the morning and I just be like tired and kind of worn out and I just kind of want to lay down and not do anything, I be like her voice be in my head and I'll be like, oh girl, go away. Like disappear right now. Like, child, nah. Okay. So the next question that I have for you here is you have the Are You Locked In shirts that you went ahead and did, and then you also have like the Are You Locked In magazine that should be coming out. So when it comes to merch for Are You Locked In, what do you think you have next up your sleeve that you're thinking of doing?
Uh, Realistically, I would love to do the Are You Locked In cruise. Uh, it's probably far fetched. Uh, it definitely would take a lot of planning, but if we was able to pull up Are You Locked In cruise where we, those that can make it, so on and so forth, those that do travel like that, we all went wherever, uh, and just like throughout the days while you're cruising, you're getting content, you're still having fun with your family, so on and so forth. Uh, Pulling something like that off would be uh, spectacular, per se. Like I said, it would be maybe after everybody get monetized, hopefully, uh, as a graduation gift to ourselves, I guess.
That would
But
be lit.
you figure right now it's warm, so you going uh oh, the All You Locked In summer dresses. That's
Oh,
that's
you better make sure that it's like a bodycon dress because I like my clothes to be
yeah,
tight.
All You Locked In
Okay.
summer dresses.
Yes, I would
Uh,
rock that. Y'all already know I'm coming out with my like Kiss Squad outfits. I already had told y'all about that, honey. Yes. But the
and
Are You Locked In summer dresses, honey? Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
dudes who do the All You Locked In hats. I know Elevated wear a lot of fitted hats, stash. Me, the hats would be available, whether it's bucket hats, regular 5 panel hats. So that's like behind the scenes. Matter of fact, there's a lot of individuals who behind the scenes got their own merch that's coming. Uh, I'm just waiting for them to showcase.
Ooh. Locked in
Them-
cruises, period. Are you locked in on the cruise? That's lit. That'll be lit. Hmm.
make you some money, man. Make you, while the going is hot, uh, make a couple dollars. It's there. Whether you could do something simple like the All You Locked In pin set or coffee mugs, whatever. Make you some. Listen, go out there, go make you some money, man. I don't know. I can't fathom, you volunteering your time and not making no money. Like, you know, uh, go make a couple dollars, man. It's available, and we will help you as much as we possibly can.
Hmm.
Those that are on the Are You Locked In team that don't have a logo or don't have a banner for your channel, like, what's up? Talk. We're a team. Like, those is them little IG chats. That's what it's for. It's for you to say particularly what you need help in, so that we can help. Uh, those that even though some of the times the notifications in that chat you gotta kind of silent, but at the end of the day, we are here to help one another get to the next level.
Yeah, that's for sure. I'm definitely big on wanting to be able to support other content creators. And that's one of the main reasons why in some of my videos I make sure to shout them out and put their like page up on there so that people see them. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be able to see everybody win. And I really do. And I've always felt that way since I started and I still feel the same. So yeah. Salute to the crew. Period. Okay. So the next question I have for you here is what makes you hesitate?
Makes me hesitate. Uh, Promises. Like if I promise somebody something or promise to do something, because like again, I'm big on my word. It makes me like, and I'll give you prime example as of right now, right? So this live, we over an hour and some change, right? Because I promised to come up here and do the live with you. But I look, my team launched uh a live. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, I'm hesitating to wrap this up to hurry up and go over there because I promised to pull us to make this one possible. And I'm like my word, I don't know, I can't fathom not being a man of my word.
I definitely feel that because when people promise you certain things or they say certain things, that has a lot to do with what you were saying earlier, where you were saying, like, your name carries weight. You can damage your name by breaking promises, and people will know you for the guy that never like holds his word or something like that. You will just people give you nicknames based off of how you treat others and how you treat yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're not keeping promises, that's how you treat yourself. People know you as that, so you become that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, that's literally what you become. You know what I'm saying? You're creating content, so you become a content creator. You know what I'm saying? You eating pizza, so you become a pizza head. You know what I'm saying? Like let me see. I was watching the news today and I seen that the president of the United States had got mad because I think it was CNN had gave him a nickname called Taco. And I think it stood for what was it? Uh I forgot what it stood for, but he was pissed off at the name Taco. It stood for something though, like the letters meant something. I just forgot what it was. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all can put it in the chat. But it was recent too, so I don't know. Maybe y'all won't know. Like, okay. The next question I have for you here is if you created a show that you wanted to make a lot of money off of, what would the show be about?
Uh, the low lives or the wealthy shit. I would definitely pick uh our collective story to make sure that we all like our legacy will live on. So it would be wealthy kids or probably the low life, the super type low life, something in that realm per se. Uh, Probably the wealthy kids because we kind of came before low life. So
Okay. So, thank you guys so much for being here in the live. This is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with hashtag Are You Locked In? Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content, okay? So, this question that I have for you here is actually your last question. So, thank you so much for staying this far and getting this far into the interview. I appreciate that. The last question I have for you here is if you can only jump to your next destination, but whenever you jump, you have to stand on multiple people. What would you do if you was in a school full of students?
poor babies. I'm sorry to say, poor, poor babies. Uh, uh, I love the kids, but to get to my next destination, I had to stand on. s- I don't know. You know what? I'm just a firm believer in that. I like if it's gonna be, it's up to me. So if I get to my next destination, I'm able to get everybody along with me. So yeah, poor kids. You know they'll heal. They'll heal kind of fast. You know, you know we got to get there for the team for the home team. We got to pull it off. So well, damn, I can't real. I know my grandkids probably looking at me sideways. Yeah, poor kids.
Poor babies. Yeah, like Trisha said, poor babies. Damo said, I'm gonna say sorry and jump. That is so funny. That is actually freaking hilarious. I ain't gonna hold you. That would be like I forgot what movie that was, but it was some movie where the guy was like flying, and as he was like flying by, he was like saying something, and it just like echoed in the distance. You would probably have to do one of those run and jump real fast. Yeah, they'll heal real fast. Yeah, you'd probably do one of those run and jumps because if people know that you have to jump off of them in order to get to where you're going, they're gonna be like running out the way, like they're gonna be getting away from you, child. You ain't gonna be able to go nowhere. For real. Mm-mm. If anyone is interested, Barbato Blake is doing a channel review again tonight at 9 p.m. Oh, wow.
Okay, go support Roberto Blake. Listen, y'all make sure all these subs, all the
We got
125
Trish
in the building.
stretching his head,
Go
not wanting to
over
jump
there
over
and
kids. I know. Starving Tony.
sub to Elevated or Eric C. Go,
Yes, for real.
uh, push Elevated, to the mountaintop, man. 'Cause
Mm-hmm.
that's,
Yes. All y'all need to go and subscribe to Eric C. I wonder if he's able to change his name to like back since that channel isn't there no more. I wonder if he's able to change it to like Elevated Mindset. You should try to do that if he's still here. You should see if you're able to do that because that would actually be pretty dope for you to get your name back. Hmm. I know. Can y'all please like the live before y'all go? Like double tap the screen. I would really appreciate that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here in the live. I really appreciate y'all staying with us this long and vibing with us. And I hope that y'all enjoyed y'all time. Again, this is 20 Questions with Jay, and I am here with hashtag Are You Laughing? Please make sure to go over to his channel, subscribe, and check out his content. And until next time, you guys, y'all have a good night.
salute.
Bye.